Lesson 7, Lines, Angles, and Planes. A plane is two-dimensional. It's a flat surface extending in all directions without end. This W/out just means without. A line is actually one-dimensional. It's where two planes intersect. So two planes intersect, or that just means where they cross in a line. And a line has an infinite number of points. Parallel lines, they don't cross. So if we were to draw two lines, we'll call one MN and one OP. If these two lines are parallel, we would write MN with the baby line over it. That means line MN is parallel to line OP. And that's how we show with symbols that two lines are parallel. Perpendicular lines, they intersect, forming a 90-degree angle. So we're going to draw two lines that form a 90-degree angle. We'll call one RX and the other one ST. And to show using symbols that line ST is perpendicular to line RX. And we use the little perpendicular symbol, which just looks like an upside down capital T. Oblique lines are lines that intersect but are not perpendicular. So we could draw two lines. We'll call this one GH, and another one we'll call IJ, and then we could say line GH and line IJ are oblique. Two lines always intersect at a point. Whoops, that's not the at, that's an at symbol. At a point. We have lines that are called horizontal, vertical, go straight up and down, and then we also call a line that goes sideways is also called oblique. A segment is part of a line. So if we draw line AB, segment AB is part of that line, and we can name it by using the word segment, or we can write the two letters and put a little baby segment above it, and the order of the letters doesn't matter. As long as you use two letters, you can name a segment. A ray is part of a line that starts at a point and continues in one direction. You need two letters to name a ray. This would be considered ray CD. You can use the word ray or you can draw a ray above it. The order of the letters matters. The first letter in the name has to be the end point of the ray. To name a line, you have to use two letters. So if we wanted to name this line, we could say line FE. We could write the two letters FE and put a line above it, or we could name it EF. The order of the two letters doesn't matter as long as the two letters are on that line. An angle is formed by rays with a common vertex. An obtuse angle is between 90 and 180 degrees. Here's a picture of an obtuse angle. Here's our two rays. This is called the vertex. They both have the same vertex, and that's called an obtuse angle. We have acute angle is between 0 and 90 degrees. So here's an example of an acute angle. A right angle is exactly 90 degrees. And that looks like this, a horizontal and vertical ray. They'll have a little box in the corner which shows that it's exactly 90 degrees. A straight angle is exactly 180 degrees. And it just looks like a straight line. So any point on that line would be the vertex of each of those rays. They just go in opposite directions. If you want to name naming angles, so we're going to draw one angle here, and we're going to put letters on these points. We'll put an arc mark, angle 1. Okay, so there's lots of different ways we can name this angle. We can say angle N, which we can only say if there's one angle shown. So we can call this angle N because there's only one angle here shown. We can call it angle 1. We can call it angle MNO or angle ONM. The middle letter, when you're using three letters, is always the vertex. And that's the end of lesson 7.